A few weeks ago I showed how I built this GoPro Lite from a stripped down GoPro 6 using the BetaFPV PDB and their 3D printed case. So you end up with a GoPro like this that weighs around 28 grams. And this has worked really well for me, mainly on my GEPRC Rocket Lite. But if you check out my review, you'll see that I wasn't that happy with the quality of their 3D printed case that they supply with the otherwise brilliant kit. So I printed my own in this sort of lurid orange. But now BetaFPV have updated their kit to use this rather nice injection moulded case. Hello and welcome to the Whirly Bloke channel. This new injection moulded case is available as an upgrade if you already bought the original GoPro Lite case kit. But for some reason, when you order this in the UK, you don't get the low upgrade price of $4.99. But I have to pay shipping anyway, so it's actually no big deal. Anyway, this new case has been manufactured from a fairly soft injection moulded plastic, and the quality is just so much better than their original 3D printed version. And although I printed my own, and I think it's actually pretty good, it's still not up to the quality of the injection moulded one. You get both halves of the case and some mounting screws, and also in here is an LED lens that fits in the back there. So I just need to pull all this case apart and fit it in the new one. And you may have noticed that I use a 5-pin JST connector to power this directly soldered to the PDB in the back here. And that means that I can power this directly off the balance lead on my LiPo, and I can easily swap it out for any 4S quad. And before we start, I guess we better see just how much this weighs. Let's have a look. That is 28.5 grams. So let's get this apart and in the new case. That's all back together. This looks just like I bought one, and the buttons do work very nicely. It's a much more satisfying click than with the TPU case, and with the LED lens on the back it's just a lot easier to see. Plug that in. Yep, there we go. Turn it on, turn it off. Very nice. And they've left these holes in the back so that you can plug the old ribbon cable in if you want to set up the camera with the original buttons. Now this weighs, let's have a look, that is 26.3 grams, so it's actually a little bit lighter. Now I've been using this on my Rocket Lite, and it makes an awesome combination of DJI Digital at 720p in the goggles and 4K for the HD footage on here. Remember that the Caddx Vista that's on the Rocket Lite doesn't have any onboard DVR, and you can only use the video recorded on the goggles SD card. So this is a perfect combination. And I've designed this little holder here to hold the camera on the quad, like that, nice and easy, and it's adjustable, so you can just move it backwards and forwards if you want. And I've also designed this holder for a regular Telesin ND filter, that squeezes onto the case. You just fit that in there like that. Make sure you clean the lens cover first, sorry, the ND filter, and then that just squeezes on there like that. And that's about it really. So I mean, this is an incredible combination if you think about it. The all-up weight for this, with this 650 mAh LiPo and the camera, is, well, let's have a look. I'll get that on screen. That's 245 grams. All up weight, and you get about 4 or 5 minutes flight time on this, and I've found that this rocket light does fly best with the prop guards off. And the bonus is, with the DJI Digital, you can fly this a long way without losing transmitter control or VTX video. And the rocket light isn't exactly a full acro racer style quad, but it makes a really great longish range grand tourer if you like. And I'd really like to try this with some lithium ion cells, just to see what sort of duration I can get out of this. I'll leave you with some GoPro footage from a flight that I did with this about a week ago, and there's some links in the description to all the stuff I've used, including the STL files for the mount and the ND filter. And as always, thanks for watching, and if you found that useful, give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. And if you want to see more like this, remember to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when I post new content. I'll see you next time, and enjoy the video.